day with Caleb. That's my car. I don't want to get out. It's a little steamy today, a little hot. But we are at the old Sam's Goodwill. Go get a few more binders. We're kind of wrapping up the scrapbook saga. Got a few left, but those already have predetermined binders. So these are strictly just backups, future expansion, if you will, future growth of scrapbooks. So these are strictly just backup, if we find any, that is. Because the last time I came here, last time I found some, the time before that I did not. But that scrapbook I got last time, that is part of the few remaining scrapbooks that I need. I'm taking my old picture albums that were like falling apart. If you're old school, you know the ring album binders, and then you had the little sleeves with the paper in between the front and the bottom. That was coming apart. So, over time, all those would have been. There was a little glue holding the plastic to the paper and the back side to the front side, but all that was going away, so I decided to convert my pictures into scrapbooks, have the sleeve for protection, have the outer binder as protection. So that's the last step. I'm converting all my albums. I have very few left. I think maybe five. But anyway, let's go in, see if there are some movies. Last time I found that Criminal Minds set. So maybe some movies, maybe a few binders. Hopefully they've restocked. Let's go in and find out. Okay, that was Goodwill, the old Sam's Goodwill. they're still remodeling that old bookstore right there. I don't know. It kind of looks. I got a little sneak peek while the door was open. It kind of looks like offices of some kind. So probably won't be back to a bookstore, which is sad. But let's show what all I got. Can I get the plane? There's a plane. Screenshot. That's great. Let's look at the pickups now. That was cool. It's still going. We're doing yet another Cars pickup. Hopefully the engine isn't too loud or the air. I have to have the air on. It is it is summertime, as Will Smith would say. But we are, I don't know if that is recognizable or not, but we are at Georgia Bob's in Byron, if you're local, Byron, Georgia. Not too far from the household. So I went to Macon, Goodwill, stopped at Walmart, went to a few stores to find mints, sugar-free mints. Ended up going with just normal sugar mints because they don't have sugar-free. But anyway, we picked up some chicken salad for a get-together tonight. But I figured while I was here before I drove home, we would go ahead and show the pickups portion. What we got, some interesting things. One thing I'm getting sucked back into, but it was the price was right, and the sale rates are pretty good. Probably the cut isn't as drastic as I'm thinking it is, but somebody pulled literally right beside me. So I just decided to stop until they left. But let's start with the big one here. I'm diving back into Barbie. Got rid of the Barbies at McKay's. Those were my last ones. The big Barbie and then the other ones. I did sell the Anastasia for like $40. So I made profit, and then those were trade-in. But for $3, this goes anywhere from 50 to like 250. It's crazy. So for $3, I'm taking that chance that it's going to sell on Marketplace, which has become an absolute disaster, at least for me. Comment down below if you've used Marketplace in your area. But in the Georgia Warner Robins area, I don't know if it's the stuff that I was trying to sell that wasn't good, or people were just not interested. But people would, they do the thing where, is this available? And you say yes. Then they say, where are you located? Nobody takes the time to research, and then, does it work? All of that is listed in the description or in the listing, but they don't take time to do it. Then you set up a meeting, then, like the day before, you set up a day, a time, location, all that. Then the day of, oh, my grandson suddenly became ill. I cannot make it. Can we reschedule? No. I do not do that. So it became a big thing that I didn't want to deal with. But for that Barbie, we probably will. And possibly this guy. This is the Toys R Us utility belt. See the utility belt? Buzz Lightyear. He is missing the shield, the front shield. I did take note of that before purchase. But he was also $3. And he goes anywhere from 100 to 200. Obviously missing the shield. That complicates things. And I don't know if he works. We'll have to unscrew this back and see if batteries are in there, if they're corroded, if they took them out, if he works. But again, worth the risk at $3. Even with the missing shield, I think I can still, I'm gonna make some money. Just how much, I don't know. Then we'll dive into the movies. Caught. That looked like an interesting thing there. Interesting film. Then this, The Island. Any VHS that are 05 to 06, the end of the VHS era, they can be valuable. Not all are valuable, but some are. The Island, 2005, worth about $25 to $35 in that range, depending on condition. So for $1, I figured why not list it maybe 20, 25, free ship. There's two instances. A History of Violence on VHS, that goes for crazy money, and Cars on VHS, because that was a Disney Movie Club's exclusive. The Bad Seed I did not have. I'm surprised I don't, but good movie. James Stewart, Janet Leigh, of Psycho fame, The Naked Spur. And then Timeless Family Classics, the 50 movie pack, brand new, factory sealed. So that is great. It has all those movies there. Probably can't see it too well. Too many to name. Kurt Douglas, Ginger Rogers, Buster Keaton, Jack Benny. It has Shirley Temple on the front, does it not? But I don't see any Shirley Temple. Huh. Mickey Rooney, Kirk Douglas, Paul Ford. So an interesting set, and it is brand new. I did look. It goes for like $5 to $8 new. So we won't do that. But I also got some binders, some thick, what are they called? Like heavy duty binders, durable, holds 520 sheets. Wow. Durable pinning gear. This still has the stickers and all. It's not new, but lightly played, as they say in the card biz. Lightly used. So that was everything we picked up. Hope you enjoyed. Just making sure Buzz is not hitting the chicken side. Hopefully it's not eating it either. I still can't believe there's a Toy Story 5. That's crazy. But hope you enjoyed. Always go back to hotspots. For a while, I couldn't find binders, and then I looked at America's Thrift, which I said it's my favorite thrift, but lately has not produced to the levels that it used to. Used to walk in, find dinosaurs, I found Buzz Lightyear there, Woody, all kinds of stuff. Barbie cars that I sold for great money. That President's mask. I used to find all kinds of stuff. The Marilyn Monroe puzzles. But lately, it hasn't been good. And they did have binders, but they would charge $2 to $3. Then Rescue Mission, they would have some, but also would charge $2. So the old Sam's Goodwill is the only one that would they charge 50 cents, sometimes $2, but mostly 50 cents to $1. These were $1 here. But that's where I've been getting my binders, so I keep going back to the old Sam's Goodwill. Alright, hope y'all enjoyed this little Goodwill adventures in the Georgia Bob's parking lot. I better get this food back. But like, subscribe, share with the movie lover. Until next time, go out and shop your local thrift stores. Eat at Georgia Bob's and keep collecting.